Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're an old friend, welcome back. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. All right, I'm gonna get right down to it. Pull some cards, see what happens. All right, let's see. What do we need to know? And that's a mess. All right, yeah, just confirmation. Nothing's going right. Everything's a mess. All right, shit, fuck. Sorry, I cuss if you don't like it. Yeah, maybe it's not the right channel for you. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. I'm immediately getting lessons, okay? Lessons learned, right? This is higher learning. This is higher knowledge, okay? This is learning lessons in order to achieve a certain level of ascension, possibly, okay? Okay, bringing justice. Okay, so justice. So it's not just learning lessons, it's giving lessons out. Okay, so you are both a student and a teacher. Okay. All right, what else do we need to know? Okay, I'm getting one of the lessons here, okay, that you have had to learn is about patience, okay? You've been very impatient in the past. Maybe you get stressed out at having to wait, okay? So this is a lesson that I feel has been long and hard for you, okay? If you're like me, if you're anything like me, okay? I'm part of the collective too, so yeah, I feel like that is a big one, right? A big lesson here is that, you had to learn to be patient, okay? Yeah, a lesson about patience. So there's something here God has been working on for a very long time, okay? Maybe as well, there's something here about misplaced passion, okay? And like you maybe you gave your passion away to someone who didn't deserve it, okay, for a very, very, very long time. And it has taken you a very, 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 very long time. You've had to be very patient, waiting patiently for God to work things out in your favor, right? Yeah, waiting very patiently, having to be very patient for God to fix the mess that you made, okay? I'm getting a little bit here as well. When you were impatient, okay? So maybe God had someone, right, a partner in mind for you, and you decided that you couldn't wait, right? You were impatient, so you jumped into a situationship with someone that was not God ordained, okay? We'll call it that. And so it has taken a very long time to work that out, okay? You've had to be very patient now while you wait for God to fix the mistakes that you've made, okay? I'm getting that very much so, okay? Nothing else coming out of this deck right now. There's one more, okay? Okay. All right, let me get this deck out, see what else we can get here. We have indulgement, okay, persuasion, bribe, temptation. Yes, so there was some kind of temptation. You fell for the temptation, right? We have idea, okay, a vision, inspiration, suggestion. Okay, so maybe you fell for the temptation or the idea of someone, okay? And we have death, okay, endless, harm, and inevitable. Right, so I feel like you fell for someone who the idea of them seemed good, but in the reality they weren't, right? It was a dead end. And I feel like you let this relationship or whatever this is go on for way too long, right? Okay, it was a temptation, but it wasn't just a one-time temptation. It was a constant temptation, and I feel like you've learned your lesson about that, right? About having short-term gain, right? Long-term pain for short-term gain. Okay, so there's a lesson there as well. And again, I feel like, you mucked things up, right? You mucked things up by not, by not being able to resist the temptation, and and now you have had to wait patiently for God to set things right, to make things right, to balance things out, to fix what you broke, okay, right? In order to bring you the right person at the right time, okay? Anything else here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's like apology, good news, justice, and memory. So it's like you have truly, thoroughly repented, okay? From this, right? You remembered to repent, to apologize to God, right? And promise to do better, right? Okay, good news, to bring good news, and good news, like, yeah. So I feel like you truly repented, right? For what you did wrong, right? And asked God to fix it, to balance it out, to make it right for you. And that is happening. God is in 20 here is justice as well, okay? Judgment, justice and judgment, okay? Justice 11 and judgment 20. Okay, so yeah, so justice and judgment are being brought into the situation because you had, right, good judgment, right? You had the good sense to realize where you went wrong, apologize, repent, ask God um, to fix it for you, and that's happening. Okay, right. So you went down the wrong path. Right? You may have gotten into bed with the wrong person. You may have stayed in bed with the wrong person for a little too long, right? And maybe you have been praying long and hard, and now God is finally, bringing that situation to an end to bring in the right person and situation for you. Okay, what else do we have here? What else do we have? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Yep, narcissist. Okay, so you got sucked in, okay, by a narcissist because you jumped into a situation. You weren't willing to be patient before jumping into bed with somebody, and you ended up jumping into bed with a narcissist. Okay, yeah, God had to save you from that situation for sure, and that is no small thing. Okay. Yeah, creativity, idea, imagination. Right. Okay, so you have been inspired. Okay, I'm getting inspired here. You were inspired. Okay, God has been giving you inspirations left and right about what you can do, how to get away from this person. About revelations as well, right? About this person being a narcissist, and this may have been going on for a very long time. Right. Again, okay, so we have Sigma here. Like I said, it's like learning the lessons. You have learned the lessons, but you also are teaching lessons as well, because you've come so far. You've gotten to a level, right, where you know a lot more now than you did before, and healing, right? So you've had to heal and overcome from so much. And also I get that the part of the purpose of you going through this was so that God could use you in such a way. So, I think that's all I have for right now. I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope, if nothing else, it has entertained you for a few moments in time. And then if you haven't already, you will like, share, and subscribe so you can come back sometime.